Test, test. How am I coming in? Hello, everyone. Hello, early people. I have no idea how long the lag is.
Oh, there it is. Really long.
Yeah, there's a lot of lag. It's about 10 to 15
test.
seconds.
How am I
coming in? Hello, everyone.
Uh-oh.
Hello, early people. Okay, I have no idea how long the lag is.
Oh, there it is. Really long.
Yeah, there's a lot of lag. It's about 10 to 15 seconds.
How am I coming in?
Hello, everyone. Hello, early people. I have no idea how long the lag is. Okay, let's try that again. This time I won't have the stream open in another window where I get to potentially destroy the stream. Can you still hear me? This person's so rude. Okay, another test. Am I still coming in clear? Damn, the latency is long. Okay. I'm getting a thumbs up from my life partner, who is doing God's work by having to hear me twice, which is a fate no one really deserves, but she has it. Alright. Here we are. Just gonna set up my fishing boat. How's everyone doing? Oh, cool. I never knew there was a little notification for skill bonus to fishing. It's been a long news week. There was stuff that came out about rogue tanking. Not the best situation, because I do rogue tanking. But okay. If Dragonovi saying my ship's taking on water, that tells me I probably have like 15-20 seconds of of lag with the chat. Okay. Bobby, thank you for your help. Hi, Dragonovi. Everyone say hi to Dragonovi. He's here to check your gear and then change it and ruin it. Dragonovi, you gotta let me know. I mean, do you have any feelings about the rogue tank stuff that went through? Obviously, you're bound to not comment about exploits, obviously. I'm just saying, how do you do you think it's going to affect rogue tanking negatively? You don't have to answer either. That's fine. Guys, I don't need a bucket, okay? The water's not moving, see? And if a little water in my boat is what it takes to get plus 50 skill bonus to fishing in an area where, let's see here, fishing, so 20, yeah, I have 375 for probably fish that need 150. Meta Samsara, do you mean the sound of the game or the sound of my voice? Because I just have the default vanilla music playing, so you might hear some of that. I have the sound loud enough so that I can hear when my fish bobber gets bit, but it is hard to find a good middle ground. It's where I live, there's been a bit of a heat wave, and the AC is, I would say, perilously close to my microphone, so I don't want to turn up the gain too much and have you guys listen to the compressor. You guys seem very concerned about the boat. Here, let me ease your anxiety. We'll go in first person mode. Menace Samsara is saying they barely hear my voice. I'm gonna see if I can confirm that with Murag, who's like, is my voice quiet? It's coming through okay for you. Samsara, it might be you. I'm hearing okay from Bobby, and I don't know Bobby. And I know Murag. Murag doesn't have a reason to lie. Voice is a combination of Fergie and Jesus. I do not know what to do with that information. Hi, Katarine Cat. If you are who I think you are, then hello. Are you excited for Nax later? Wait, how does Jesus sound? How does anyone know? I mean, I don't speak. Would it be ancient Hebrew? Right? I don't know. I guess he would sound Jewish? Are you saying I sound Jewish? Thanks, Dan. Thank you. I'm just fucking around. Oh, I have Caden waves at me. Is that the first? By the way, if anyone wants to join my little fishing party, I'm right here. Aramaic? Okay, thank you. Biblical scholar Murag helps me out there. Just in case anyone's curious, Aramaic was the language. I'm over here in Mystral Lake. I can see things that want to kill me, but you know what? I got a fishing permit, so they can't stop me. Jesus sounds like a stoner. I get that sometimes when I'm more chilled out. Obviously, my quote-unquote news voice is different than my chill and relaxed streams. I don't know. Maybe I do too much vocal fry. Where I talk like this to make it sound like my voice is deeper than it is. I heard that's a thing. That's nothing I do on purpose, though. It's just my relaxed voice. Just like I was saying before, man, I needed to unwind after this week. The changelog that Dragonovi has been noticeably quiet about. Changed some stuff about rogue tanking. I actually had to take a break from the story because you guys know how I'm really all about journalistic ethics, I realized I was getting more involved than I should be. So like my bias was showing too much, so I had to kind of back off from a little bit. K might stop by fish on one of my Twin Peak characters. You have characters based around Twin Peak characters? I've heard really good things. I actually have never gotten around to watching it. I heard it's weird as all. But I like weird, so I should get around to watching that. I have two new things I've added to stream for this. There's a battle going on nearby. Abbas, you're not wrong. Investigative journalism does, in some ways, like when you really lock in on your target, you kind of start acting like a lawyer would on like direct examination, where you do a lot of leading questions to make them seem silly or stupid or kind of make it evident that they're lying about something. But what I was more worried about was that, so if I kind of like pull out from the situation, right, and imagine I'm like a warlock main, right? If I'm a warlock main, there's no way I'm going that deep on a story about rogue tanking. So like that's kind of when I realized I had to pump the brakes a little bit. I have more than enough for a story. Like I can spoil some stuff if you guys like getting the most recent news, which is that I have accolades on record saying that there was an alleged, and not confirmed, alleged. So when I say alleged, I mean this is what management has said. There is a 3,000 gold an hour gold farm being done with solo rogue tanking shenanigans. And that's a lot. That's a lot by any standards. I mean, I like farming Lashers. I like my fair share of farming, but those numbers, I mean, that's a story in and of itself. I don't even have to go about it with the rogue tank angle, but I found that a lot of my questions, a lot of my investigations were very rogue tank centric. So, yeah. Thank you, Murag. Yes, I did mean cross-examination. Murag is, I guess, both my producer and fact checker. Thank you for that. Excuse me. So yeah, I was getting kind of burned out from that. Both burned out and was being ethically dubious. So I pulled back. There's a lot of other stuff. I was starting to talk about new stuff I have for stream. Let me catch this fish and I added something to my main game overlay here. Not a big fan of Streamlabs. There seems to be a pretty steep learning curve. I do a lot of recording video on OBS, but Streamlabs is very weird at times. Where do I have it here? Right. Pictures. So you guys should see some screenshots that I have. Let me, there it is. So this is like the change log. So if anyone has any questions about it, I have it right here. I have all the recent announcements. And in case anyone has to go soon but might be back on later, I'm going to start plugging this now. It's an RP event that's going to be going on. So this is my local time, right? And that'll be going on in maybe five hours, about there. You can check it out. It is in the events in the Discord. It's like an open RP event, Midsummer Festival. You can just show up. A lot about not causing drama. So if you think you're going to cause drama, don't go. Don't ruin people's good time. But it sounded like a really fun thing. you know. And if you're new to RP, I think it's a good idea to go to something like that, dip your toes in, see what it's all about. This is an ideal thing. But yeah, that I added that to my overlay, so I can readily show pictures of stuff, which I think has some usefulness. I had some people last week asking about why my super chats weren't working and stuff. The YouTube channel I have is like 3 or 4 months old, so getting an AdSense account or any sort of like monetary stuff set up takes forever because YouTube just, I guess, drags their feet. I understand they have a lot of work to do, but so if anyone feels generous enough to want to donate, I do have a tip link in the description of the video. So those are like the 2 big things I've added. Is the music loud for anyone else, or is it just me because I'm hearing it and I haven't mixed differently for you guys? It's okay. My shadow producer says it's okay. So did everyone else have a good week? We any big news around the block? Any news related questions? Anything that people want to see me look into? I do my work for the community, so now I'm getting don't hear it. That's crazy. Hold on, let me try something. So my music volume's low. Let me try this. Do you hear it now? No, you don't hear the music? Wow. That's oh, you know what? Maybe it's because I hold on, I think I know what it is. Before I blow everyone's eardrums out, let me put it back to where it was. Monitor and outputs. Alright. Okay. That might make it a little better. I'll turn up the desktop audio a little bit. I realized I was muting the desktop audio, so that would explain it. I did that though because I accidentally started looping audio. Do you know if they're going to reduce raw gold earned from Lasher farm loot? So, Achahi, I was actually thinking about reporting on this. It ended up being like literally not a story. About 3 days before it was a story. So there was movement on the GitHub to, as I understand it, to nerf the values of the gray items from Lashers, specifically the gray items, as a way to make Lasher farms less of a big deal. However, in the I don't have the screenshots of the GitHub stuff. I have some other interesting material I can show you if you're curious. I have a spreadsheet I did because I thought it was going to be a story, so I started getting data on it. But anyway, in the GitHub, there was some people that were posting like old vanilla patch notes to show that the Lasher farms only got changed to the value that most people are used to during TBC pre-patch. So pretty much one of the biggest guiding principles for the devs, as I understand it, is to try to replicate vanilla behavior as much as possible. And so that would be deviating from one of their core principles. So they actually decided not to do the nerf to the Lasher farm. That being said, I think they're still monitoring it and thinking about other creative ways to deal with it that won't cause big inflation issues, because generally that's probably, outside of gold farmers, that's probably their most genuine source of gold inflation. So to answer your question, no, they're not going to change it right now, but I know they were looking at it, and they pulled the plug right before they were going to go through with it. So hopefully that, do you have any follow-ups on that? Okay. I can, see, now because I never made it a story, alright, hold on a second. I'm gonna, I literally cannot help myself in this kind of a situation. So, bear with me a second. I think I have it here. Nope. Oh, by the way, this also reminds me, I need to get Aussie Pal Hedon, anyone who was here last week, I did the giveaway for the 200 turtle coins. They never got back to me, so I'm going to go to my second place person, who is Canal of Endable. I'll get to that later, but yeah, I figure if you're not going to get back to me within a week, I'll go to the next person. But so I'm just looking through my spreadsheets here. This is probably in my Market Watch spreadsheet, which is a cursed place. You don't want to go there, trust me. Ah, here we go. I'll do a screenshot of this. So let me get over to my picture viewer. So just in case, I mean, not that I think you guys have reason to doubt me, but let me bring this up here. This was a spreadsheet I made. I did 5 runs just killing Lashers, and I tracked every single gray item, white item, valuable white items, greens. I didn't capture it all here, but I had like green drops, stuff like that, and so I was actually ready to do like a before and after to actually show how much Lasher farming does, because I mean, as someone who's been on the server for a long time, I mean, I'm happy to, you know, admit, I mean, if admit is even the right word for it, that like I've utilized Lasher farms to make gold for consumables. A lot of raiders do. It's reliable, it's steady. There's other ways you can make more money. I think Lashers are the best understood way to make money, and probably the most steady. So I think a lot of the voices that are saying it needs to be nerfed are coming from a place of other private servers or classic values. And Classic had not the vanilla values on the Lasher farms that we have here. So I think that's in part some of the pushback against changing it, because this was actually vanilla behavior. But anyway, there. Now you can see exactly how obsessive I am about stuff. I'll make spreadsheets for stories that don't even happen. Hello. Oh. Okay, I saw I saw Lobster say hello, Mr. Grag, but my partner in crime is Murag, and I thought they were saying hello to Murag, and I felt all bummed out. Like, man, that's actually fair. Murag's a lot more fun than I am. Are you guys catching any music or sound now, though? I didn't get to follow up on that. I did turn it up a little bit. Now it should actually be playing. Metasomsars. I don't even make spreadsheets for my crypto. I mean, the reason the reason I make spreadsheets for a lot of stuff, meta, and I mean, this is like a little personal, but it's like whatever. I actually really struggle with numbers, math, and arithmetic. But spreadsheets give me a way to break down numbers in a way that I can understand them better. So it's actually more of a learning tool for me. So, you know, if you don't make stuff for your crypto, that's fine. You might just be better with numbers. Yep. Nah, I'm just witnessing exactly how lagged out chat is. Lobster says classic was wildly different from vanilla. Yes, and certainly with the Lashers. Yeah, and thank you for answering about the music. Yeah, the music just stopped, so that I think there's a setting in here to loop the music. I could just do that. Yeah, let me loop music. There it is. There we go. I mean, the Night Elf music is very pretty. It's probably one of my biggest things that I'm not saying the Horde music isn't good. Some of it's really good. I really like the Thunderbluff music, but the Night Elf music is just chef's kiss good, you know? It's very thematic as well. All right, good. And the music's not too loud, right? I have my my headset turned down, but just let me know if it's too loud or anything. I'm still very new to this space, so. Yes, the Night Song Sentinels. They're a scary thing if you're hardcore in this zone. Anyone who does hardcore, there is a mod that Lexi made that will, if you mouse over a mob that could be PvP and attack you, or is elite, will like make a noise. It's very helpful. LW. Yeah, the Tinkertown music is... I mean, there is some custom music that they've put in that is absolutely amazing. Some of you might have watched the thing where like I essentially reviewed the whole Lower Karazhan album that's coming out. That was, I mean, that guy, Joseph Kiss, amazing work. Daniel, you didn't know I was a rogue? Really? I think in my news broadcast I don't really put that front and center. I suppose that's true. I think like in one of my first news episodes, you might be able to see that I unstealth. I think I was using that as like a cheap effect, but yeah. Meta, you're right. I was worried that was going to happen because Night Elf music likes to swell. Not sound. We'll put it there. At least you guys are getting the sound. Oh, okay. Tanaki, the RP PvP guild, Night Song Sentinels. Okay. You thought Vrograg was a shaman? Really? I don't... I would say, like... if I had to make a tier list... for, like, what are the best classes to be a reporter with... It's gotta hands down be a rogue, though, right? Because you can sneak everywhere. No, that's fine, Daniel. That's fine. In fact, let me catch this fish. I'll give you a... I'll do a little gear flexing. Oh, Murug, thank you again for the fact correction. You're right. Lexi adapted it to our server, right? No? I thought she did. She maintained it? Oh, okay. I understand. Here, let me just so I can dispel any illusions about my my class. There we go. Sorry, I don't want to break RP, but I am a dirty raider. It's exciting for me, anyway. I got full. This is 9 of 9, tier 3. I just got my last piece this last week, so, you know. I mean, if you're gonna flex, you gotta flex, right? Look at that. Oh, yeah. But, right now I'm just a fisherman, so. But yeah, that's Rogue tier. Rogue tier 3 looks great, in my opinion. Don't pay attention to how much gear I have. Half of it's costumes. The other half is gear. And then the other, some of it's also gear for tanking. Don't mind me. Okay, back to fishing. Oh crap, where'd my fishing pole go? There it is. Okay. Let's see. Going back to chat. Yeah. I'm glad you agree, Tristanaki. A rogue reporter is really the best. I could see mage maybe being a close second, only because of their ability to travel around so quickly, and maybe with the lore of being able to record stuff, like because the lore, the deep Vrograg lore is that he uses magic to do his recordings. Yeah, Goblin Rogue Reporter would be good. I think there's like some sort of like inherent comedy in Vrograg being like, I think what many people quintessentially see as like the dumb race of orc being like this well-informed reporter. But yeah, I could see a goblin being a good reporter too. I'm sorry. I've ruined all your illusions. Yeah, I know the hairline is receding. I can't do anything about that. At least in IRL, I don't have to worry about that. But let's see. You can see the overhead view. Look at that. Look at that Widow's Peak. Oh, it's disastrous. That's why Vrograg wears the wears the hat. If you have Outfitter 2, it remembers your preferences for hats and stuff too. It's a little handy tip. Make a full news team with your characters. So, Bobby, you're not that far from... This has actually been... I've actually talked about this with GMs before. So, my quote-unquote main tunes, like characters I have that are like level 60, I guess you could say, I put a lot of time into, they actually make the full news team. I just don't know how to fit them in to my news broadcasts, but, so you know Vrograg is the reporter. I have a Tauren shaman named Obompsoin. She is the camera operator, and I have a mage named Shabiji, who is canonically known as the producer. So there is actually a news team, but Vrograg does all the reporting. Yeah. So, also answering your other thing, Bobby, about Weatherman, I've had a lot of people say, "Oh, you should do a weather thing," and I'm like, yes, I should, but it's not useful information. I try to make most of my information useful, but GMs can just change the weather, so I don't know if I want to if I want to report on weather events that can just be changed with a single console command. But yes, I've heard many calls to have a weather person. To have editor skits. Yeah, I mean, I've done some stuff like that. I think it'd be nice to have a behind-the-scenes look at some point. I do have a fourth character who I use much more in the news, It's sort of like an open secret that I have a media level GM account that I use for recording purposes. It's really handy because they're always invisible. I've had some people come by me while I'm recording like machinima footage, and they'll just see Vrograg in a tuxedo just emoting by himself in the middle of nowhere. So I'm sorry if that maybe people don't want to know how the sausage is made, but that is the reality of what happens. Can we get Torn do traffic talking about Kodo emissions and ganking Roblox? Yeah. That's actually, I mean, I think it's probably a better skit idea than Weatherman, in my opinion. I just haven't done many tongue-in-cheek comedy pieces, I guess. I feel like I don't have maybe enough confidence to do kind of comedy sketches, I guess. I've done journalism work in the past, so like I understand and I know journalism, so it's a lot easier for me to do that. Like you'll see this sometimes. I'll put like little jokes and jabs in my writing for the news, but doing whole skits is I don't know, it makes me a little anxious. Wait a minute. Wait, so Streamlabs does work? What the? Okay, you guys don't know this, but I tried for like an hour to get this stupid bot to work, and now it decides to work. Anyway, if anyone's curious, I do have two. I think I have two commands. I have two commands. That was something I tried to add. I wasn't going to draw attention to it because I didn't think it was working. But if you do !tip, or I think I have the !uptime. The little bot will do an auto reply. So yeah, if I was mentioned, I see some more people have come in. If anyone wants to donate for my programming, you're more than welcome to. That's the link you can use. I think there's a super obnoxious stream alert that will happen too. I didn't test that, so I have no idea how loud that's going to be, but I know it's out there. Sorry, that kind of distracted me. Let's see, catching up with chat. Maybe GMs could add a news studio on GM Island with camera. So it's interesting you say that, Meta. So, I won't say which GMs I've spoken to about this, because a lot of them are, and fair enough, a lot of them are very protective about their identity and their work they do, and I think overall the team wants to keep a lot of the work they do off the books, or at least behind closed doors, and they have their reasons, and I think it's fine if people want to be private. But anyway, before I go off on another tangent, one of the GMs has already been looking into that to try to make a studio space for Vrograg. But you know, the team, like, I can't impress upon everyone enough of, like, every time I've, like, you know, gone to GM Island or something, or like done little ride-alongs doing screen shares with GMs, the amount of work they do is ridiculous. Like, so I'm not gonna be like, hey guys, where's my news studio? When are you gonna put that in the game? Like, I'm not gonna push for that. I know Gior is still working on just trying to finish up the promised guild bases they have. So, like, me getting a new studio is low on the totem pole, and that's fair and that's fine, but it has been discussed, which means maybe if they get time and are bored and are inspired, they'll do it, which I am more than gracious to receive such love. But I would like it. It would be really cool to have a new studio, I can't lie. Let's see. Oh my god, it worked. It worked. Oh. Sorry, you guys have lag. Archive. Thank you. You were the first person. You have officially put Turtle Wow News of Vrograg in the black. Thank you. I don't see you in chat, but I don't know how the names work. But thank you. I saw the notification. That's awesome. Thank you. Sorry, going back. I'd love a market watch talking about good things to AH for gold at different levels. So Kenneth Aldrich, let me talk about Market Watch. I have literally two types of viewers. I have viewers that hate Market Watch with a passion, and I have other watchers that literally watch it just for Market Watch. And I am paralyzed with upsetting either faction too much. My last Market Watch, I thought I pushed it a little bit because there was big market news with them allowing the consecrated sharpening stones and what's the other one? Blessed Wizard Oil onto the auction house. I felt like that was newsworthy, but I'm like, man, my news report's going to get extra long about the market. I hope they don't get too pissy. But point stands, getting back to what you were asking about. Yeah, that would be a good idea. But you have to understand that if I do something for what's good to sell at every market level for, every level for markets, my report would literally change the market. Because people that don't have the information would, and then it would flood the market. So, it would have a weird effect. So, generally, I try to report on information that will be accurate for as long as possible. So I don't think I'll ever do that. I think it is worthwhile bringing to people's attention things that are valuable that lower level toons can get. Like, for instance, a good example is solid stone, right? Vrograg is an engineer, and he can make goblin sapper charges, right? And those need solid blasting powder. Solid blasting powder comes from solid stone. Solid stone isn't like a level 60 mining thing. It's something you get from Mystral, which is lower level. So if you were a miner, like, I think it would be fair to say that, like, you know, if you save your solid stone for the auction house, you could probably make a lot of gold. I think that would be like a good way of doing it, rather than say, like, hey, if you're level between 20 and 30, you should do this, because I think that would upset the balance of things. So I think there's some room there for it, but sorry, I really meandered and chat popped off. Maybe a one-off comedy sketch and fire them after. Yeah. I don't know if Vrograg's a nice guy. I don't know if he has it with him to fire people. Let's see. I subbed for the Market Watch. Meta, you're not alone. I need roleplay development of it's not S&P. That, I think, is trademarked, and the S&V is intellectually distinct. Thank you very much. No relation to the S&P. It's the standard in Vrograg 6, which is a completely arbitrary number that I like to believe has some sort of value. So I think the S&V 6 is sort of like a good example of, like, sort of how far I kind of push comedy. Is that, like, clearly it's a parody of the S&P, right? But, like, does it really have big market implications? Maybe, but that's hard to confirm. I like to think it does. I think it kind of shows market health I think it's probably a better indication of inflation on the server. Inflation and versus like the supply people are coming out with. So, but yeah, that's a lot of that's just conjecture. I am not an economist. I just play one. Let's see. All right, Kenneth, I'm glad you appreciate the explanation. One of the most dangerous things you can do is ask me something, because then I will explain it to death. Channel Lurker says, WTF sappers are that cheap? They may not be as cheap as you think. I'm not sure what your price point you're going off of is. So if you're going off of a tooltip here that says value 175, that could be wrong. My scans might be old. I think my solid blasting powder, the value here is more accurate. So 1472 for one is that's pretty high value for something you need essentially 4 of, because remember, unstable trigger requires 1 as well. So for each goblin sapper, you need 4 solid blasting powder. Raiders chew through goblin sapper charges like it's nothing, especially the sweaty ones. So you figure 4 times 14, you're looking at over half a gold per goblin sapper charge. If you have solid stone laying around, it's probably worth more than vendoring or waste. I guess you might want to focus on something else if you're working on blacksmithing or engineering, like use other materials and then use that for the auction house, I think is the best way of putting it. Hello, Gnelf. Thank you for joining me. Oh, very nice of you. You put out a little cooking fire. I have a lot of fish. If you want to cook up some of these, here you go. Just cook up those. You should have the recipe for that, right? Hold on. There's lag, so I'll just tell them to cook. Just cook this. This very nice person comes over, sets up. Oh, I thought do those not work as cooking fires? I'm sorry, I thought it did. Oh, maybe it does. Are they cooking? Hold on, combat log. It's working. Look at that. We're gonna eat bristle whisker. Ugh, that's a hard word. Bristle whisker catfish. We're gonna eat like kings. Also, if anyone else wants to join, this is where we are. That reminds me, actually, it is time. I think my cooldown's up. I can make 10 more minutes, I can make another boat. Gnelf, just so you know, there is a chance we might sink, but by that time, I should make another... Oh, is that how you did it? Okay. There is a fire under the boat. Don't worry, it's not ruining my immersion. I'm gonna sit. I've been fishing for a while. Either way, Market Watch helps people sleep at night. Ah, you're not wrong. Oh, now if you can keep some if you want, I'll give you some more. I have plenty. I got plenty. Wait, is it? It's the raw ones, right? Oh, I'm trading more. Okay. Also, I have 10 gold. I'll announce this now for anyone who's here. I will give 10 gold to the person that catches the largest fish from this area. So I have a 17-pound catfish. If anyone can beat 17 pounds, you will get 10 gold. If you tie, I'll make you roll. Sorry. I mean, I have to be attentive to the game. The game is where all this stuff happens, so. And these people came all the way out. I'm glad people are enjoying the boats. If you guys are listening to stream, if you need mats to make a boat, I have mats to make a boat too. If you need anything, just let me know. I can hand them over so we can have another boat. In case it's feeling too cramped over here. Let's see here. Oh, am I miss anything? Nope. Channel Lurker says, I always pick gnome. Gnome or go home. Did you guys watch that stream? With, oh, thank you. We getting drunk on the boat? There was that stream by one of the people who developed, like, early WoW, and was just like, gnomes aren't supposed to exist. I felt bad for the gnomes that day, because word got out real quick. See, if anyone thinks I'm just a really sweaty raider, you just watched me drink a raider consume for RP purposes. Now what do you think? Oh, damn. I think Ganel's really, really drunk. Based on the fact they get the bubbles. You only get the bubble particle effects when you're really messed up. See, this is a whole vibe. Oh, jeez, there's the fire. Get it out of frame. I gotta get a screenshot. No, why are you doing that? Don't do sometimes vanilla fixes does more than it should. No, I don't. Why are you doing this? What does this mean? Oh, there's a trade canceled. Okay. We might be on a boat. You won't stop me from drinking like a fish. Okay. You do you, man. I'm not. I mean, Vrograg's early RP days were pretty much drinking and fishing, so. Also, if anyone has any questions they want to ask, anyone drop by about the news, about the programming, feel free. Alright, this is gonna bother me. Hold on. I need to get rid of the little control 1 plus alt. Maybe it's doing that because I'm in a rest zone. If anyone who has PFUI, you can just do /RL to reload your UI. It's a handy tool to have. Eviscerate must come handy for gutting fish. Yeah, it does. I mean, where's my fish gutter? Oh, maybe it went back to my bag. Here it is. The gut ripper. See, this is what I use for when I do fishing. I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean, it literally says gut ripper, so. Yeah, Ganelf, listen, I had developers, I had some people in the Turtle WoW team in chat before. Now they're noticeably gone, but they made sure to mention that it looks like my boat was leaky. All I wanted to be is like, I mean, y'all put boats in the game, just make them not leaky. That's on you. Oh, jeez. Vrograg's gonna get shitty today. Here we go. Rhapsody Malts. I don't think I've ever had this one. Oh, you know it's good. It's got a cooldown. Does it do any other effect? None that I know of. Yeah, this is peak RP right here. Although I have to admit, you see that boat over there? I really wish there were more models of survival boats, but you know, when the way they implement them is like this, maybe I shouldn't wish for that, but somebody put Flask of Big Mojo in my Rumsey Rum Black Label. Is anyone here going to be going to the big summer festival going on later today? Hold on, let me show my cool thing I figured out how to do. You guys probably don't care about the spreadsheet, but where is it? Right here. Midsummer Festival. It's happening at 3 p.m. EST at the Rat Guild base. Oh, wait, there's someone here from Rat. Oh. That makes sense. Oh, hey, do you think Rat, you're level 59. Hold on, I'm gonna ask. You, Myrtle. Oh! No kidding. So essentially, we're just pre-gaming. We're doing a little fishing, a little pre-gaming before the party. Oh, jeez. I meant mortal. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me fix that. Let me get this off the screen. Sorry about that. Alright. Because when I started RPing on the server, I started with Vrograg as a hardcore toon, and I did RP, and I let people know that I was on the hardcore challenge, like out of character. And I would tell them, like, me and my friend Murog are on a quest for immortality. It's an easy RP to tie in, you know? And then everyone around you can just say you're crazy. But no, I just saw you were level 59, and I'm like, oh, maybe you're holding off because you're in you've done stuff with hard chores. I'm not gonna change what? Canal, I mean, come on. I've always been Vrograg. I've just been contacted by dark god influenced people to read from a script and then broadcast the script. I'm still the Vrograg everyone knows and loves. Your friendly fisher orc. I think my chat might have bugged out. Let me check. May not have. May not have. Okay. No, looks like it did not. But oh, was there any I did want to ask too. There's people from the community here. If there's any news stories you guys wanted me to cover too, or anything you want me to look into. I have no idea how long lag is either. Meta, yes. I'm right here. So this is Ashenvale. If you're Alliance, you're gonna fly in here. If you're Horde, you're gonna fly in here. Oh, so Gnelf has been level 59 for over 2 years now. I think it's a fair question. Why not ding 60? Because I have seen a lot of higher level people that are coming out of hard chores starting the Inferno mode stuff, so. Oh no. Oh, that is a sad story. I don't think I ever had anything that extreme happen to me. Murog leveled up with me, but I think the Murog that finished was like Murog 3.0 or 4.0. She died a few times, but she died earlier, like level 20 or 30. So catching up wasn't as difficult. I'm glad that early on in the stream it's been pretty much just the chill RPers who've been on the stream. Everyone I've actually been asked before, like in you know, terrible places like Tab C Salt Chat. Why I do so much with RPers? And I'm like, RPers are the most laid back, chilled, fun people. I mean, I'm always gonna plug y'all. Murog's claiming some wild things right now that I let her tank as a priest. I would never. Actually, you know what? Vrograg never did do that. That was the other hardcore rogue that I used with you.
Yeah, because I stopped letting you do it after I lost 3 Murogs.
Well. To be fair, one of those was the one of the Murogs died from a summoned, like, wood chopper robot thing. Do you remember that? Who had just like 5 times the normal amount of HP.
Yeah, we lost some tunes to some
yeah.
jank.
Yeah, there. I mean, you lose tunes to jank. It's part of what you get into. I see. I'm getting a whisper from someone. I won't say who. Drew. Did you abandon her character for the news? No. I did not abandon her character for the news. In fact, news is a much more recent development in Vrograg's story. Dargle saying, want some candy? I got some verse color treat? I don't even know what that is. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm like dropping acid on a boat. I don't know what this is. Alright, maybe it's just a candy. I mean, by the way, I think that'd be something that'd be great to add to, for like an RP thing. Like, something hallucinogenic. They have, there's potion of, like, the dream elixir, right? But that just lets you have an out-of-body experience, I guess. It'd be cool, like, if they could, like, have some effect that messes with shaders and colors. You see how much more powerful their imagination is than mine? It could be the massive amount of alcohol you guys drank, to be fair. You guys are both half my size, so I can drink more. I'm not as drunk. And if you like RP drinking, might I remind everyone, there is some kind of like a guy that gives a quest offhand that you can just spam drink out of. It's oh jeez. Well, well, when in Rome. Well, why not? It's my day off. I should probably lay down for this. Oh, will it? Will it let me drink this while I'm sleeping? No, I have to be standing. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Oh, no. I'm having an out-of-body experience. Some Braloon has showed up. How long does this last for? Oh, that's cute. Let's stick a carrot in. Gnelf, come on. I try to be family friendly. Ah, that's what you get. The boat disappears. It wasn't real to begin with. You all hallucinated the boat. B101, I don't know how lagged chat is for you. If it's super lagged, you might want to try refreshing. When I said when in Rome, it was to taking the dream elixir, which is why I'm tripping out now. Hold on, let me... I have another boat. I have another one ready, I think. Give me a second here. Can't swim. Well, that's easy. If anyone else has a cooldown to make a fishing boat, I have mats. Just let me know. Did it make the boat? Hello, make it? Oh, it's a 20-second creation. Okay, that might explain it. Oh, I still have an hour cooldown. Ugh. Well, hold on. I'm just gonna. There's no boat. Just gonna go over here, guys. If someone can make a boat, just open trade, because I have the wood, I have the copper bolts, I have the fish oil, but I'm still on an hour cooldown. Do you guys see that emote? I don't know the distance on emotes. I'm seeing in stream chat, there's some real jank. Yeah, back when that patch dropped, there was some jank. The Unleashed Elites just deleting tunes. Yeah, Ganelf, if you come here, I can trade you the mats. Let me see here. That's, I think it's, is it 10? I think it's 10. I think this is the mats. No, you don't need rope anymore. They changed the recipe. Oh, there's Chapel? Chapel? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Oh, you can't make the boats? Oh man, I just got scammed. It was yep. Oh wait, take the night. Oh well, I ended up with bonus wood. Oh hey, we got another boat. Let's go. Oh, and yours didn't take on water. How luxurious. I think there's a way to jump up on the back, right? Come on. This is so embarrassing. Oh no. If someone emotes to help me up, oh, there it is. Nice. Oh, geez, I just walked off again. This is peak stream content right here. Watch Vrograg try to get into a boat like an old man. I don't know how old canonically Vrograg is. Someone's dying to invisible fish. I did tell them that story last week. There's like, the rudder has like a lip, so I think you have to like hit on straight with the rudder. Well, it's made higher, but now it's made too high. And how did the short races get in? Okay, hold on. Gonna walk to get in. Okay, now I'm safe. No, we're really not historically good jumpers. We're good thumpers. I used to know how to get the umbrella. I think Murag knows. I think it's a quest out on the shore of Tenaris?
Yes.
There's a quest there you can do. I see some mind controls happening. Is that how you got up here, Solumbre? Wait, sorry. Sombraloon. That's probably how your name's pronounced. Oh, man. Use water hawking. It'll be easier. They're a shaman. Oh. Does anyone know Russian for water walking? Maybe if you if there's a shaman here, do we have a shaman? No, they're shaman. Maybe I can help by putting a respec bot down. Hold on. Let me try. This might help. This also might make it more difficult. We'll see. Hello from our, I shouldn't just say Russian. Actually, I don't know. I know it's Cyrillic, but I don't know their nationality. I think I'm just gonna say orcs have a tough time with that shit. Oh, nice, he got up. Oh, that's a really cool... What is that weapon? I've never seen that. Sentinel's Moon Slicer. Huh. This is quite a party boat. Somberloon is a cool name. I heartily agree. It is a good name. Is that a slightly different... This is gonna sound racist. Do night elves come this light? Do they? I thought they were darker skinned. Or is that like a store skin? And Ganelf, to respond to your comment of orcs have had a tough time since the opening of the portal. To be fair, it was tough before the opening of the portal too. Okay, the Russian-speaking shaman is... Did they just come here, fish for a couple seconds, and leave? Oh, okay. And thank you, Somberloon says it's a default skin. I didn't know that night elves come that pale. But and now stream chat's catching up to my racist remarks. Sorry. I can just ask that. I'm an ignorant orc. It's okay. There was a funny RP that Vrograg had for a while, that he didn't know the difference between the Dark Iron Dwarfs and the what's the normal clan that's with the Alliance? Is that the Stormhammer? No, it's not Wildhammer. Anyway, he didn't know the difference between the tribes, and he thought that the Dark Iron Dwarfs were just dwarfs that didn't bathe. But, I mean, if from the outsider looking in, you could come away with that explanation, I suppose. I put my umbrella... I put umbrella up just for Somberloon. Yeah. Well, there's not a lot of sun here, to be fair. Also, good news, the boat should last for an hour based off my testing, and when this one's close to done, I'll be able to put down another one. Because my cooldown for boats is 51 minutes, so we should be good. We'll have a boat no matter what. I'm gonna do an RP announcement here. Reminder, whoever catches the biggest fish wins 10 gold. Biggest one so far is 17-pound catfish. I think it's just a random number, right? You have a chance to grab the offhand fish, but is it Bronzebeard? A Recusant? A. I'm just gonna say A. Anyway, I thought Bronzebeard was like a person, not a clan. I'm not really great with my Alliance lore, if I'm being perfectly honest. When I was doing reporting on some of the screenshots that got leaked, well, not leaked, it was that was actually a normal announcement. There were high elves in the there were what seemed to be high elves, and I'm like, oh, what are high elves doing here? Thank you. And they're like, the GM or whoever I was talking to them, they're like, they're not high elves, they're highborn. And I'm like, okay. Because there is a difference between the high elves and the ones that are stuck in Dire Maul, I think. I'll tell you why, B101, why we don't use the permanent boat. I'll tell you right now. Take a look at this. You see this? Fishing skill 300 plus 75. Let's do the numbers. I'm only getting 25 from my fishing rod. The boat gives 50. That boat? That's for teenagers to go make out in or whatever. This is a serious fishing competition. I don't B101, I don't know if you know the quest line with the high elves. But Murrog's done it, and pretty much the high elves are trying to finesse their way to use moonwells, I believe, is the current lore. So they are getting help. How helpful that is yet to be seen, but and then of course on the Horde side, you're trying to get the Amani tribe, the forest trolls, into the Horde. It's a really funny quest line. I did do it before they changed it, but like, you essentially have to go to each leader of each faction and like say, hey, is it cool if like the forest trolls like join the Horde, and like the troll guy's good. I forget. I always mix them up. It's like Zul'jin or anyway. It's some kind of a drum cymbal brand manufacturer. And then Thrall's on board with it. Cairn's on board with it. And then you go to Sylvanas, and Sylvanas is like, hard no. I would rather hunt them down than let them join the Horde. And it's like, so I guess they're not joining the Horde. Because you have to have unanimous decision, I guess, is what they wrote. Well, Samsara, if you're level 1 fishing, that might be why you're not catching any fish. I don't know the level required here, and the fishing boat's only gonna give you 50. But I might have some fishing baubles. Let me check here. Yeah, I got bright baubles. If you need some, they'll give you an extra 75 for 10 minutes. So you'll get an extra 100 125 just from being on the boat. So if you need some, just open up trade. I'll give you some fishing lures. I said some pretty out-of-pocket thing. I'm surprised chat's been so quiet. Has anyone caught another big one? I have not. I only have the 17-pounder. It's really hard to know when it's your bobber if you're not watching, because if you go off sound, I've clicked incorrectly so many times. How have you guys not caught anything? Do you mean you haven't caught like one that weighs something? There you go. Here's a couple fishing baubles. Oh, perfect. I'll wash down my alcohol with that. It'll be my chaser. I'll drink this. Wait, where'd the milk go? Another nice feature of PFUI. Milk? Am I crazy? I did it. Disappeared? That was weird. Oh well. There's some doom posting going on here. It's not that hard to catch fish. You just gotta wait for the bobber to move, and then you click. Oh, Meta, I can help you. Open up trade again with me. Hold on, let me get this fish. Okay, so I'm gonna open up trade with you. I'm gonna be careful not to attack you. Trade. Wait, where'd you go? I think I can apply it to your rod. Yeah, yeah, come back, come back. This isn't water. It is tears? Yeah, I think... Oh, sorry, hold on. Let me... I think this will work. So, put your fishing rod in. Oh, wait, not that. Because it should work like... Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it would work like an enchantment. Oh, David Lynch is here. Great. Yep. That about adds up. Do all high elves get unicorns? Is that lore accurate? I tried to come to this area to be a little bit more inclusive with lower level players. I mean, I'm a fisherman, like, you know, you don't gotta feel bad if you can't fish. I'm gonna wave here to Hey Ho. B101 admits to falling asleep every time they try to level fishing. Been on the server year and my Bisgear main only has 109 fishing. I feel that. Yeah. Some people just can't do it. You know. That's how I got the name Vrograg Fish Slayer. I love fishing. I love fishing so much I'll do it when there's no discernible gain for me. From a PvE perspective. I got yep. Wait, is that bigger? Was that the current record? Yeah. 17 pounds is the current record, right? That's what we got. B101 says they like David Lynch's Dune. That is a statement. I haven't watched it myself, but I am friends with someone who's a huge Dune fan, like from the books and everything, and did not like David Lynch's Dune, although accepted it for a long time as the only existing one. David Lynch. This is a weird sentence to say out loud. David Lynch messaged me and said, "Love your show, just stopping by to say hi. Thank you, David Lynch, for dropping by. It's good to have you. Have fun on your unicorn." Dagroll, who was here for a while, said a message in parting. "Thanks for the chill time. See you later if you come to the summer event." Yeah, if there's new people in chat, I'll just throw the invite up again. The Midsummer Festival is happening. It's an open RP event, so as long as you're RPing, everyone's welcome. There's many disclaimers for no drama, but if you're new to RPing or you're curious about it, there will be people there that can help you. It's very beginner friendly, especially events. So it might be a good place to go check it out. And if you already RP, you should probably go anyway. I should probably be doing things like getting raid consumables for an axe tonight, but I might make an appearance. I might not try to show up as Vrograg because I want everyone to have a chill time. I'll try to make an appearance though. I have most of my consumables ready, but yeah, there's that invite. That's if you're looking for that too, that is in the Discord under events. B101 is continuing on about the adaptation. I also watched it when I was like 12 years old and totally in love with Patrick Stewart and Sean Young. Yeah, I like Patrick Stewart, and if that is what helped catapult his career, I can at least respect Dune for that. It just, like, from what I've seen of it, it just looks bizarre. But then again, David Lynch directed it, so I guess I should expect as much. Oh, David Lynch is too good for our fishing boat, eh? This boat gives you 50 skill. which I don't think changes your chances of getting a weighted fish, but it's there. Now I'm getting called out for not preparing. This is preparing, I'll have you know. This is my time to de-stress. I've had a very stressful week of worrying about rogue tanking the entire week. And then having to pull back because I realize I'm not ethically covering it anymore because I know I'm too self-interested. So that was fun. It is what it is. Oh, dang it. That fish catch was so close I thought it was mine. Oh, hey. Sagittarius has descended death and reached level 60 on hardcore mode without dying once. Sagittarius shall henceforth be known as the Immortal. That is such a Sagittarius move. So I'm gonna try not to like. I'm gonna try to make my explanation as concise as possible, Meta, for your sake, for everyone who's watching, before this becomes Vrograg moans about rogue tanking. So the changes they did ultimately are next to negligible. It shouldn't affect the rogue tanking that I do. So the changes are ultimately not a big deal. They're supposed to only affect rogues who are trying to solo tank bosses specifically, although that has been understood to be not exactly solo maybe, but maybe if there's other people in the instance because there was some of the exploits that were going on. So there's at least a world where if and I'm sure anyone who's played Rogue knows this thing happens where a pull goes sideways and everyone's dying. You're still alive somehow. You pop evasion and you try to finish off the boss. If that happens in a raid scenario, it might be possible that rogues won't be able to dodge if there's too few people in the raid still. So some people in the rogue community aren't thrilled about that development. However, just to give full context on the story, I have on record Acolyte saying that there was a 3,000 gold an hour farm going on involving a rogue tank in AQ40. Still don't know if I completely trust that number, but it's the number that I was given. So we'll say it's claimed but not verified, which is sort of what caused this change to happen. So it's not a big deal, ultimately. But I think the part that made it difficult for me when like viewing it is like knowing personally some of the things that are like still broken with rogues that hasn't been fixed, and new jank that has appeared, and how the solution they used wasn't to change the boss or the mob behavior in question, but to change something about rogue. I think that's kind of what got stuck in my craw, so to say, and made me like really kind of not able to cover the story fairly. But AF, I see your comment. I'm not going to let you bait me. Rogue should be tanking. They've always had the toolkit to do it, and if you have a group willing to try it, I think it's totally worthwhile. I have done ZGs as a rogue tank. I'm not like there's different types of rogue tank. It's not like I'm at like a void cap and doing rogue tanking, like just straight up doing tanking as a rogue. It was good. It was a fun time. I was able to keep threat. They gave rogues more tools like threat poison and stuff, and of course flourish, but they're not designed well for it, but they can do it. Much in the same way that like warlocks aren't designed to tank, but they can do it. Warlocks probably have a better claim to tanking even than rogues do, because they have like a threat spell, and there's actually an encounter designed for it. But yeah, I'm happy that I've been able to do the amount of rogue tanking I have done. So Chapel is asking, where can I research cool clothes for RP purposes? I've never done it in my life. So, you have a great resource at your fingertips, and that is the RP Lounge channel in the Discord. I asked them, like, a while ago, because I wanted to make, like, a sexy Vrograg outfit for tanking with a bunch of transmog tokens. And boy, I had, like, several people ready and willing to help me. To help me look. But what I would say to start out, the two things you probably want to keep an eye on is you want to expand your sort of wardrobe by, if you have greens and you can equip them if it's a different look, to make sure your transmog library is big. And then when you have a chance, you don't need a fashion coin to look at your collection and to see how looks appear. You go to your faction's fashionista and you can just look it up. And you can start from there, you know. And if you just want to kind of just do some blind searches, get ideas, something that's really handy to do is you can just go on the auction house, search for like your tier of armor you're looking for, and you can control click on items, and there should be a preview that shows you what it looks like. So you can use all those tools, and you can get advice from the RP Lounge. You'll find a lot of what you're looking for there. So let's see. AF. Still clearly trying to troll me. No blocks, no taunts, no revenge. We don't have blocks. We have parries and riposte, which is as good, if not better. It only costs, I think, 10 energy. Hold on, wait, it's right here. 10 energy. Every time you flourish, you can do... Sorry, every time you parry, you can riposte, and it's a 6-second cooldown. And it disarms the opponent. That's good. And, yeah, the no taunts is a real thing. That's true. Shamans don't have taunts, and they do tanking. Well, then again, they can have shields, but, there's... In my mind, there's traditional tanks and non-traditional tanks, and what separates them is if they have a taunt or not. That's pretty much it. So, but I have almost as good of a set as a rogue tank could have on the server, and I'm able to do some really fun things. So, I would also add that while it's more shoehorned into like it's really hard to do for dungeon content because of AoE threat issues, but rogue tanking has a actual, like, not memey application in soloing elites for rogues. Rogues who have to deal with elites know that you pretty much have to pop all your offensive cooldowns to have a chance at killing an elite around your level if your gear's decent. But a rogue tanking setup allows you to survive long enough to actually, like, kill that mob without... It takes longer, of course, because you do less damage, but you survive long enough to, like, be okay. So there actually is, like, good utility in it as well. I will say that. Meta says, one time I grouped for DM and the Druid was spec'd heals and wouldn't tank, convinced me to tank as a rogue for the first time. I've never been more stressed in my history, but somehow heals kept popping. Yeah, I don't know what level you were. If anyone's listening to this and even remotely thinking about doing rogue tanking, what I would say is don't try it until you have Flourish. Flourish, let me pull it up here. It's a finisher. It gives you 20% parry, which is great. You probably want that at a minimum. You want that to always be up first off, and you want lightning reflexes and deflection and riposte. If you have those, you can avoid a lot of damage and maybe be able to be healed through tanking. People are now getting paranoid about who's scaring the fish away. Let's see, back in the chat. Only warlock should tank. I think warlocks have an easier time doing it. Their gear restriction's pretty tough, like, to do it well. But Murog actually has done warlock tanking back in Classic. And she'd probably speak more to that. Rob Kazavov says, where can I find a fishing hat in TWOW? If you just want to look, there's like Wanderer's hat is a good one. The Grifter's hat is a good one. None of them will give fishing bonus though, if that's what you're thinking. So it looks like AF is done trolling me and now says, truth be told, if TWOW would like to have rogues have some tanking, they'd reimburse the combat tree. Yeah. I'll show you guys. So this setup I have here, which is a 12, 11, 28 for my spec, is what I do when I'm soloing content. And like, the reason I do it this way is because Ghostly Strike is over in subtlety, right? Setup, which gives you combo points based off of dodging, is over in subtlety, right? Combat has all your damage, and that's important, but it also has lightning reflexes and deflection, which you also need. And then assassination has so this is just specifically Turtle Wow thing, but Slice and Dice and Flourish are coded like in the same way, so my Flourish will last longer because I have improved Slice and Dice, so this is necessary too. When you do like raid tanking, like if I'm doing like a ZG, I have a different setup. It has none of the subtlety stuff, and it just goes down into combat. And then what you do is, for assassination, you get improved poisons. But even then, your talent points are really spread out, and you don't get the nice things that subtlety has, like setup and Ghostly Strike. So, yes, AF, you are correct. The talent tree needs a redesign if they want tanking to be like doable. I would agree with that. And they probably need a poison that does more threat, because we're still behind the ball on threat. I do not PvP like almost at all, Lobster, even though I'm a rogue. And I know they have a lot of fun in PvP. I'm just, it's not really my jam. You guys probably noticed that if you watch my reporting when I talk about PvP stuff, and I'm like, this thing called Alterac Valley. Yes, this place people go. Like, I'm like, okay. Does anyone cut any fish, by the way? I have just the 117 pounder. Let me know. I'll be looking at chat in game 2. So, AF, you're asking about bucklers. I've talked to devs in the Rogue Tank Discord. Yes, there is one, and yes, it's cringe, but we're there. Bucklers isn't going to happen. That's not the direction they want to go. There's a world where it could work, but I just don't think that's where the devs want to go either. So, if it's because of its difficulty in coding it, or if it's because that's just not what they envision, I don't know, but that's not going to happen, I don't think. Viva says, that's why I need Thunder Fury for my Warlock tank. You have... Don't even. Listen. Warlocks are not hurting for AoE options.
Hey, Thunder Fury reduces the attack speed of your opponents, which makes it viable for Warlocks, okay?
No. Murog's over here. She's drank the fell magic very deeply. I could actually see a world where the actual debuff is useful, but yeah, I mean that is true. The debuff from Thunder Fury would be helpful for a Warlock tank, but they lose a lot of stuff if they do that. If they don't have this bad boy right here. But it's a stealth Thunder Fury. No one knows I have it. See? Excuse me. That's our little secret. No one has to know. Yeah. Meta says Warlocks outthreat Paladins. It's not that hard. But yes. AF, I also agree with you. They should have added... They should have done anything with Shaman than what they did do. I was talking before about my quote-unquote news crew of 3 people, which is Vrograg, Shabiji, and Obamswim. Obamswim is a level 60 Tauren Shaman, and I'm trying to make Elemental work in a PvE scenario, and it's just so bad. It's so bad. They're still competent raid healers. They're still really good at that, and they are competent as a melee support when they're enhancement, but like, man, if you want a tank, that's tough. You have threat for days, but you're gonna get crushed and die. And crushed in like the technical term, and maybe also the literal term, but Mr. Mikhail. Anyway, hi. It's the news guy. So immersive. I'm new to Turtle WoW, having a blast so far. Cheers. Thanks for dropping by. Reminder, if anyone hasn't subscribed, if you subscribe, there will be a notification in the stream, so that's fun. Also, I'll bring it up because it's been a while. I think my bot's supposed to do it. Hold on. Does my bot still work? Hold on. No. Hold on. We'll see if the command still works. Tip? Nope, doesn't work. Anyway, anyone who was here about 45 minutes ago knows that it works. Wait, no, it did work. Look at that. So I had people asking me because I don't. I have like a lot of views on my videos or whatever, but I don't have like an AdSense account because YouTube takes forever. Some people have asked about doing like super chats and stuff, but I can't do that. So if you want, I'm not asking, if you want and are generous, you can use that link to tip the channel, and there will be a little notification for that too. But I do this for the people. Although I am very excited, I did get $10. I mean, this entire time, the news network has been in the red. It's the first time we've made any money, and I don't take any compensation or anything from the Turtle WoW team themselves. That's on purpose for my ethical journalism stuff. Like, I won't take turtle coins. I won't take. If I was offered gold, I would actually be hella suspect of that, and I would probably make a news story on it. So it's good they've never offered. And no real world remuneration. So yeah, I do it for love of the game. But yeah, if anyone does any tips, I'd appreciate it. That'd be nice. Thank you. B101 knows that is 2 burritos. AF, did her eyes fire with green? Whose eyes? Murogs? Hold on. I don't know if I'm letting my guild know I'm streaming too. If anyone wants to drop by, we're in Mystral Lake. If I say Mystral Lake, there's a good chance no one's going to know where that is, but... Tank? Oh. I don't know if Tank can hear my voice, but Tank, if you can hear my voice... Sorry, Tank the character, not Tank the role. We have a fishing boat, so... And we're in Mystral Lake, so... I mean, you should be able to catch stuff. Although I think the night elf that left didn't even have 1 point, so it was a little tough. Let's see. Yes, Murag, exactly. The endless hours Vrograg has put into the videos now get him 2 burritos. But you know what? That's 2 burritos I didn't have before. Or maybe I could go for one really fancy burrito. Oh, Tank's gonna bring their own boat mats, which is great, because I think my cooldown should be up soon. Wait, no, it's here. 17 minutes till I can make another boat. Is there a fight going on? Oh, there is, but it's not involving us. Yeah. I think Murag likes burritos more than I do. It's not that I don't like burritos, it just... Some people just really like them. I'm just not one of those people. Does where you fish in Turtle Well matter for leveling skill? Lobster, yes. There's sort of like... If you look up online for like leveling guides for it, you can find them. So like... The starter areas will get you to like a certain like level area, and then like as far as skill is concerned, but then other zones are good for certain like skill like what's the word I'm looking for? Skill ranges, skill ranges. That's what the word. But like I don't think this zone's too high a level. I think like if you can like if you're like above 30, you need skill for this area?
Yeah, it's not a starting zone.
Well, I know, but you don't need much skill for here. Like, I think this is like sort of like the second tier of where you go.
You should have brought bobbers for people.
I did, and they can't use them if they're low level.
The shiny bauble.
Oh, no. Oh, wait, hold on. Murag's talking to me. The bright baubles?
The purple ones.
The purple ones.
They look like a soul stone. The ones that require one fishing.
Okay. And Tank, if you can hear my voice, bring some bright baubles. I'll reimburse you, just in case there's any lobies here that want to fish. Shiny baubles, the low-level ones. Thank you. Is Duskwood the third? Sorry, Meta asks. It's like Duskwood, I think, third tier? I thought it was second. You could be right. Yes, AF. My like will intensify the more I am both not reading off of a script and the more flustered I get. All filler, no killer. This is why I script everything. Even on the boat meta, I thought if you were on the boat with the baubles, you could maybe do it. But getting like 30 levels quick in like a starting zone shouldn't take too long. Not that you need to do that. No one needs to feel necessary that they need to fish. It's just something we're doing. Although there is 10 gold for the winner. If anyone can beat my record of 17-pound catfish. And if anyone tries cheating, I have contacts who are GMs who will catch you and will take 10 gold from you. No, Tank, that's, Tank is claiming that it only gives skill to the person who made it. I didn't make this boat. Let me show. Right here, I'm at 375, and all I have is a plus 25 rod. So the boat is helping me even though I didn't make it. Oh, jeez. Yes, for anyone who doesn't know, not all swim animations were made equal. Hi, Megasar. Thanks for joining us. A lot of people in my guild are West Coast, so a lot of them are just waking up. I felt bad because last time I streamed, I think I didn't really let a lot of people know, and then like they just kind of slept through it. I try to be on early enough so the Europeans can maybe get in on some of this too, because Europeans are people too. It's the Australians I screw over the most, I think. Thunder Cookie is giving us the deep lore about the fish. I think there's a mud snapper in the same weight category, and that one's just 15 pounds. Yeah, I mean, I caught this like pretty much when we were starting stream. Is 17 pounds rare for bristle whisker? If anyone catches a different fish from this area that's bigger, like it's fine. Doesn't have to be a bristle whisker. But the 10 gold is as good as yours if you can beat it. Yeah. Like Pedro is singing the sadness of being a EU person trying to enjoy American media. It is tough. I don't. There must be some European streamers who do Turtle WoW. I mean, clearly none as dashing and as charismatic as Vrograg. Like, you're never gonna get that. But I'm sure there's some in the EU. That's okay, Tank. Just, I think night crawlers are lower level. We can try those, just in case. Tank couldn't get those. How do you feel about the nomicide currently? Has there been a nomicide? I mean, I don't see any gnomes, so maybe there's some truth in that. I don't know. Yeah, and if anyone is experiencing, this is part of the joy of having to do YouTube. If anyone's like getting like a lot of server like lag, I guess, with like what you see going on in the real world and my voice, if you just try refreshing stream, that fixes it like 95% of the time. I haven't had any alerts about bad bit rates or anything on my side, so you should be fine. Mr. Mikhail, is the PvE channel still alive? Still active, sorry. They said it's for newcomers to do some dungeon runs and get some bags, which would be really nice. EU here too, but I'm not sure if I'll be streaming though. Could be fun. I mean, I didn't like doing streaming was sort of like I have a lot of people watching my YouTube videos, and I'm like, this might be a nice way to like reach out to the community of people who like watch my stuff and chat up with people and you know, do content that doesn't require like what's it, like 2 hours for every 10 minutes of content, and that is when I'm doing quick. So it's nice to be able to give you guys something, be able to talk to you, and unwind, you know, because it's a lot more relaxing for me too. Thunder Cookie asks, is Twitch still a thing? I'm too old to care for multiple streaming platforms. Might be so. Well, so yes, to answer your question, yes. Twitch is still a thing. It's definitely the biggest streaming platform. There might be a Chinese one that's bigger. I don't know the numbers on that. But you can't stream Turtle WoW on Twitch because of Twitch's terms of service. Turtle WoW is a unlicensed, quote-unquote okay modification of Blizzard property. Twitch has a much stricter reading on content guidelines for that purpose, so because of that, you can't stream Turtle WoW on Twitch. You might be able to if you're a small streamer, like you might not get caught, but you can get banned for it. YouTube though, they're like, let it ride. So, okay, thank you, Tank. Hold on, I owe you 50 silver. If anyone wants any night crawlers, I do have some. Just to allow you guys to get on my level, because you guys need help. Like, you can't fish this good. No one's even gotten close to 17 pounds. Meta says Turtle WoW is an unregistered security. Yeah, it is. It is. But I'd also say we have some of the best community I've ever seen on any server I've been to. Oh, Chapel? I'll give you 10 if that's all right. That should do you for a while. Tank says, where'd this boat go? It's tough to position it well, Tank, without it taking on water. I think this is Chapel's boat, but he managed to get it in without flooding. I did not, though. And for the first 15 minutes of my stream, I had Dragonovi and everyone else mocking me for taking on water. I wonder what happens if you put down a boat if you're low in the water. Would it just go to the top? Like, you could purposely swim down and drop it. Thunder Cookie, yes, I agree. Turtle WoW is liberated WoW. I'm gonna go hop ship, say hello to my raid leader and guild leader, Co-GM. Co-GM. Yeah, why is this boat like a... Is this one like in the shade somehow? Or maybe this is like the slight difference. Like, you know how the tents look different? Maybe the Alliance ones have like a different wood they're made out of? Nice. Now we're starting to get a proper boat party. Alright. You guys, I'm gonna do it. Hold on. I gotta plug my nose and join world chat. Fishing party in Lake Mystral. Come join. And I'm done. I can only spend so long in world chat. I have to hold my breath every time. Meta says the jump input is bugged underwater. It makes you jump like on the ground, so boats might pop underwater too. I mean, I don't want to waste my boat cooldown on making a submarine, but I'm kind of curious now. We're gonna run another test here in 4 minutes to see if it is a lighting thing or an Alliance and a Horde thing with the color of the boat. Why is everything in Horde so dirty? Hey ho, listen. Did you see Ogrimmar? We're in like a dust desert.
So offensive.
Hey-ho can say that because they're in the Horde. They're a shaman. They're allowed to. If I heard that from Alliance, I'd be like, wow, that's really rich. But also, if we're going to talk about cleanliness, like, yeah, sure, maybe some of the Horde stuff looks dirty, but, like, we're also not, like, slowly rotting corpses, so at least Ogremar isn't. The biggest thing I think the Alliance have to worry about is radiation poisoning from having the gnomes. And that is in lore. So. Well, Magasar says it's perfectly healthy, so it's gotta be. Meta asks a super cursed question that I'm not gonna repeat. The answer is no one knows. Maybe with their tail. Oh, I'm fishing the wrong way. Oh, hello. Shadow producer Murog's here. Now, hold on a second. Now, I appreciate you bringing shiny baubles for the lobies, but I know for a fact Red Gill doesn't come from around here. You can't just show up with a 34-pounder and said you caught it.
Do you want to hold it?
I'll hold it. Murog's trying to show off that she caught a 34-pound Red Gill, which I think that's pretty good. But if there are any low-level characters that want a fishing lure, I do have shiny baubles now, so that should help you get over the last little hump with the fishing skill needed. BRB, I'm sorry, that's BR Bodybuilder. Appreciate your work, brother. Thanks for the content. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being supportive. You know, I do it for the community. I love the community, and if you're a member of the community, that's great. If not, I'm just glad you're random. I have to say, there is a lot of random people that watch my stuff. Like, people are like, I don't know what WoW is. This is fun. And I'm just like, okay. All right. But all the same, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate the programming. If anyone here isn't subbed, make sure you sub. If you do, there'll be a cool little notification. And now that I think that my chat thing works, let me see if I can do it again. If you're interested in helping the Turtle Wow Network out financially to help me get more burritos, you can use that link to donate. Because YouTube's AdSense takes forever. Let's see. Vrograg, the shiny baubles vendor. I'm not a... Yeah. I'm a vendor and that I'll give it out, but I'm not going to charge people for these. These things are like coppers. Does liking the stream do anything? B101? I don't know if it... I mean, you should do it. I'm sure it'll do something positive. Oh, someone has their baby shark out. Do you think baby sharks would help with fishing? It's hard to say. Oh no, my character's turned, and I have right-click, but I haven't released. Do I still get the fish? I still get the fish, nice. You can kind of turn while fishing, I didn't know that. Look at this, I didn't know this. Wow, look how stupid I look. I'm fishing in the wrong direction. Yeah, if you cast your line and then right-click to change your facing, your bobber will stay in the water. Any movement, any like lateral movement will stop the cast, but... Tank, are you actively trying to recruit a fear ward? With Murog right there?
Look at me.
Oh. Oh, you have the Orb of Deception.
Tank came out and was
Is Magishar a night elf now? Oh, wow. I actually have an orb of deception, but it's on my shaman. And I think they turn into gnomes, which is a pretty jarring size difference. Let's see. Someone watches a lot of Asmonbald streams. Your stream would be more likely to pop up. I don't think Asmonbald and I attract perhaps the same kind of people. Well, I mean, maybe that's not true. People that enjoy WoW content probably are aware of Asmongold, so that's probably true. But I think, like, his fans probably have different attitudes about stuff than I do. I generally keep things pretty positive and not as, I'm looking for the words. I don't think I have any good words. Well, I have words, but they're not ones I want to use. But yeah, that's true. I think there could be some overlap there. I wish they'd add up the crafting s'mores. They'd add. Oh. Sad torn noises. AF, what are you talking about? Are you talking about s'mores? Or are you talking about smorks? Because it is still the summer festival. And smorks are still on the table. And if you're a caster, or is it casters and healers for smorks? Smorks are great.
Smorks, casters use Midsummer Sausage.
Oh, okay. Healers like smorks. And also, it's probably one of the most fun named things in the game. Thunder Cookie says, of course, now the algorithm keeps recommending to me that other guy that everyone else seems to be pandering to for no reason or other. If you're talking about Alex, there's not much. I don't know why people watch Alex, but I'm much more frank in my disdain for Alex, but you know, it is what it is. Although because of that, I got to watch a really funny compilation of him getting owned in PvP. That was entertaining. Meta says likes, comments, and subscribes to create engagement, which makes your YouTube suggest your content more in recommended suggestions. I mean, yes, that is true. It's just although I will admit I think I make good content, like what I will say is like I think it's limited in its scope, right? Like, I mean, maybe I'm being too closed-minded about it, but it's like if I just report on Turtle WoW stuff, the saturation point would be like Turtle WoW population, right? So I guess there's more growing to be done there, but not everyone who plays Turtle WoW watches a lot of YouTube as well, so. But, I mean, that being said, by my own admission, there's been randos who are just like, I like green orc talk, what is WoW? So, yeah, maybe that's true. AF says, please no Asmonbald. It's like, yeah, there is no Asmonbald here. Feronia says, you are the morale officer, which is true. I am the morale officer of my guild, so you have to keep it positive. Well, it's sort of like the chicken before the egg, right? I try to be positive, so being the morale officer became a thing, right? But the reason I'm morale officer is because I'm positive, you know? They feed into each other. Gorka Alex. You're not the Alex I was referencing, I think. Thank you for your content. Thank you for watching. Scrimps. Remember when Alex lost against a much lower level player he tried to gank? Yeah, I think I watched that 2 days ago or yesterday. Yeah, he was like a level 27 he was level 27, and like someone that was a about 10 levels under him who was a druid killed him. Like near Zoram Strand. It's very funny. He's very bad. Meta Samsara says, I think people who look up WoW Hardcore would match your keywords too. Yeah. I've done a good amount of reporting on the hardcore scene, but that's partially because Turtle WoW's probably one of the bigger innovators in the space. So that's nice. If any background noise just stops, that's because Murag turned off the AC. It'll be going back on shortly, don't worry. Any hints on a realm, on a new realm for TWoW? So AF, there are no hints. There are no plans for a new realm, and I don't think that's in the cards anytime in the near future for the team. They have very frankly spoken about that when they were talking about the hardcore changes, that's just not in the cards for them right now. It might be in the future, but I think there's more growing and adapting to do and getting used to a new population, I think, before they'd even consider it, honestly. And you have to remember too that Turtle WoW has been around since 2018. They've had slow and steady growth up until more recently. So they have a very conservative growth plan. And I think that's reflected by their reluctance to make another realm. B101 says, there'd be NPR, then... I know you didn't mean TNN. I know you meant Turtle WoW News. But yeah. I think if I was streaming, like the voice I have now... oh, you know what? I did use an NPR voice in my last video, right before the little public service announcement about helping out on the wiki. If you notice, my voice got really warm and quiet. It's like, this is a public service announcement for Turtle WoW. I can do an NPR voice, but it will put people to sleep, and I don't want that. B101 asks, is Alex on Turtle WoW? No. They are part of the strong tinfoil hat contingent, believe in what they believe about the team and don't want anything to do with the team, but are kind of like that really funny meme where people go stop having fun. Guys, stop having fun. Like that kind of personality. Anna Real says, having played on other private servers, fresh rolling is what kills them. Yeah, I think there's some wisdom in that. Yeah. Oh, hey. Hi, Ricardin. Ricardin, long-time viewer and commenter. Glad to see you. Glad you could drop by. Anna Real's going on a list about all the other servers that were fresh and then died immediately. Yeah. The concept and hype around fresh, I think, attracts the kind of people that I don't think Turtle WoW is interested in attracting. So I do have looks like some new people have rotated in. I'll do my little reminder. There is after this, it's going to be 3 p.m. my time. So this will be in about 3 hours and 15 minutes. There's going to be a midsummer festival going on. It's an RP event. It's really good for beginners if you want to check things out. If you're going there to RP for drama purposes, they very clearly say to not do that. It's going to be over in 1,000 Needles. I told them I'd plug it because timed up really well with my stream, and also like I try to encourage people to RP who haven't, and this is like perfect. If you're interested, I'd say go check it out. They're gonna have a little summer party. Yep, that's a little plug there. I'm very pleased with my little stream overlay thing I did. Hold on, fixing something. Okay. That wasn't my can. That was Murog's can, if anyone heard it. It's crazy that it's before noon and she's already drinking malt liquor. But Murog's a harder gamer than me. So has anyone caught any sizable fish? Anyone catch up to 17 pounds? I got a 34 pounder that wasn't caught from here. That doesn't count for Murog, but I haven't caught another weighted fish, so that leads me to believe it's rare. But there's 10 gold, and anyone can beat my weight. Chantrell, can I even catch a fish here at 1? Maybe not, but I have some tools to help you. Hold on. You're level 60, so I think, let me know if you can't use these, just let me know. And I'll see about giving you something else. Wait, oh. There we go. Try using those. That should get you some more extra. You can have them, it's fine, it's not a big deal. Yep, just put them on your fishing pole. And between the fishing boat and the fishing rod, I think you should be able to get a high enough fishing score. Oh, so it's based on fishing skill. Okay, well then let me trade you something else then.
Yeah, we need the little button.
This might be the difference. Because I think these don't have a requirement. You can trade me back the other ones if you don't want them. My boat cooldown is up. I'm going to. I don't want to disturb the shaman. All right, we'll go over here. Oh wait, I have water walking? So if I have water walking, will this put the boat out of the water? Alright. So whatever shaman gave me water walking, I appreciate you, I respect you, but I can't put down my boat if I'm not in the water. Feronia, if you want mats to make a boat, I did bring extra mats. I have enough to make 2 more boats, if you'd like to. What is it? Not only is my boat darker, it has a hole. Man. Why does my boat have a hole? So I think the shade is based off of Alliance, or not your faction rather. Hold on, I'm giving Murog some mats to make another boat.
It only needs 20.
You need to. There it is. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, Feronia can't fish here. Let's see. Your boat must be religious. It's too holy. Well, I don't understand. Like, I mean, is Murog putting down another one?
Yeah, I'm making it right now.
Oh, okay. we'll have one more test to see if horde boats truly are just dirty. Can you try to do it on this side where it's like lighter? That'll be like our final test. Yeah. Oh, great. Also, we found out before that orcs notoriously have trouble getting into the boat. Oh. Oh, I did. Oh, thank you. Okay, alright, so it is a horde thing. Hordes actually have a darker wood grain on their boat. Wow. No, see, this is a troll boat. It's not orcs. And I just have bad luck with boats. Anna Real says, the Flex Seal guy is going to use the boat as a demonstration. Yeah. Apparently all the boats I put down have a lot of damage on them. Well, I don't have to do that now because a very nice shaman gave me water walking. So now I can just walk to the boats. But yeah, there's like a trick to it. But it's, because I've done this with a shaman without water. I did with a tauren, and it was easy to do. Oh, Magazar's heading out. Thanks for dropping by, Mag. Sorry, I was just catching up with chat. I need to grab a beverage myself. Maybe I want to do my BRB thing. I'll be right back. Everyone watch each other. If anyone's cheating on the fishing, let me know. You guys know I can look at the chat log here. Oh boy. My cameras do not steal souls. It does seem, though, like the horde boats are lower, but that might just be my boat. Yeah, exactly. Everyone back in good behavior. I wonder if having the baby shark out has helped Murog.
That's not my shark.
Alright, well, I wonder if it's helped Chapel. I have a baby shark, too. Let's see if it changes my luck. Yes, they're all lowriders. Let's see here. There's my baby shark. I mean, obviously, if you guys want to win the competition, you should probably fish from the boat that someone from the Alliance put down, because we know about the bias on the server for Alliance. Oh, hey, Tobit's on. It's an old person I've raided with before. They've been inactive for a while. Oh man, I missed the fish cast. Yes, shocker. A doctor did say you're morbidly a beast, which that's quite a claim. So I know we're all fishing, but you know, if anyone did have any questions, any concerns about the news, you can definitely ask me. I'm a very open book about these things. I'm more than willing to go explain things about production, ethics choices, things like that. In fact, let me just bring it up. So, not only did I have the invitation queued up on my thing here, I also have the changelog. I don't know if anyone saw anything from the changelog that they saw that was either really good or really bad. I can let you know a couple things that did stand out to me. For one is this fixed stone skin gargoyle not facing its target in combat, which I can speak to. Having done Nax, that's where the stone skin gargoyles are. It's very confusing if you're melee DPS, because generally you want to be behind the mob so you don't get parried. And then they do a thing where they parry you even though you're hitting their back. So that's nice. The Baron Rivendare thing is interesting. There's going to be on this server, there's sort of like a way to cheese the fight. Looks like they took away that cheese. I think that's a good change. I didn't know about the Dark Moon Fair cannon problem. I have barely done Dark Moon Fair activities, so someone would have to let me know what was broken there. But I didn't hear anything about it. There was this one here. This one's probably going to make it to the news. Holy Fire and Holy Nova are now using the correct component scaling as stated in their class changes page, which was something that should have come out with class changes, and they just got around to fixing now. Which isn't a gigantic issue, because there's not like a ton of smite priests, but for priests that want to do smite, this is a big deal. So the AQ20 mob rep fix is a big deal. There was, and the stuff about the Blasted Land buffs and the Zanza's stacking difference, that would just be a continuation from last week's stuff. We have now they stacked to 20 rather than 5, which it was kind of annoying last week when I'm like, oh yay, I can have 7 Scorpok assays, and now they take up 2 stacks. So I guess it's something. And this one is perhaps the weirdest one I've seen. Wintervale cookie now gives the correct stats when well fed. Who is complaining about Wintervale cookie in the middle of July? Like, I feel like it's a good, like, did someone like go in their bank and just like, oh, that's not right. This needs to be fixed now. I mean, it needs to be fixed. Like, yeah, Murrog's telling me she has one on her rogue still. Like, fair, but like, what a bizarre time to fix it. It's like, especially like where I'm living is going through a heat wave right now, so. And also I have no idea what's up with the fizzy energy drink. So there's a couple things I'm going to be looking into, stuff I'm going to talk about, but let's see if Stream Chat had anything to say about it. Murrog is a excuse me, a big fan of priest spells finally being fixed. Yes, it did almost take a year. It would be fun if they added post-Kata Darkmoon Fair. Meta, I agree with you because there's more to do, but I honestly felt like they got a little heavy-handed with like how closely related the Darkmoon Fair is to like the old gods. I like that it was sort of like just kind of hinted at faintly in the Darkmoon Fair stuff, but like in the Kata version, it's like front and center. It's like, welcome to the festival, have a tentacle. You're like, what? So that's like my only critique about the Kata version. I've seen it before, so fixing cannons is nice though. If they're broken. I don't even know how they were broken. Gorka Alex, I was sad with the rogue changes. Yeah, I've already... If you're curious to hear my diatribes about rogue taking stuff, fortunately YouTube allows you to zoom all over the place. You can go back later and listen, but yeah, it won't affect like 99% of real use cases for dodging raid bosses as a rogue, but their priority and how they did it seemed kind of suspect, and it didn't feel good. Do they have any plans to add anti-cheat? If I recall right now, they can pick them off by hand. You'd have to be more specific about what you mean by anti-cheat. I mean, yeah, yes, they do pick off cheaters by hand. I know they do that. I think they approach things from a systems point of view, so like they don't want to have to pick everyone off by hand. They would rather have something that detects something to auto ban them, or at least push it forward to review to get banned rather than picking them out. Now that's really difficult to do with like bots specifically, but for characters that are cheating, it happens. I think there's two things going on. One is that it's pretty noticeable when you cheat on the server, and the GMs generally are pretty aware. And the other factor is that Turtle WoW, by its nature, it being slow, not super shiny and exciting, generally attracts less people that are interested in cheating. I'm not saying there aren't cheaters, I'm sure there are, but yeah, that's... So, yeah, I know right now they pick them off by hand, but I know they also have systems. I can't talk about those systems, not because it's some secret, but because I barely understand them. But I've talked about it before. I've done ride-alongs with the GMs and seen them do their work, so they have some stuff. B101 says, removing the 1 hour cooldown was amazing. I'm assuming you're talking about the Blasted Land buffs. Yeah, that was pretty great. It's actually really great for rogue tanks, because you want to be able to stack as much agility as possible. Scorpok is one of your big go-tos, and if you, like, let's say before the changes, if you died, like, 30 minutes before a boss that you were planning on tanking, well, you were still locked out for another half an hour from using Scorpok, so he's like, oh no. So I think it's cool they did that. What's frustrating is they haven't added any way to get those things more reliably. There's still only like 4 or 5 blasted Borlong mobs, or ones that can drop it. So we still have that issue to deal with, but yeah, I think the lack of a cooldown is helpful. Yeah, Gorka, I think you're right. The gold problem is more of a problem. Yeah. Sorry, I was just laughing at the comment under yours. It just says nerf ret. I mean, like, oh, I think the team is very aware that they might have turned the dial to 11 a little too hard there on Paladins. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I know they're aware they went a little too far. But yeah, back to Gorka's thing about the gold problem is more of a problem. Yeah, I think maintaining server integrity is important both on the player end and on, like, sort of like their economy end. It's certainly something that I know they're putting a lot of effort in doing. I was kind of amazed too. I can't, like, name any names I saw or anything, but when I did some screen share with Akalix, Akalix, like, teleported my GM tune. I have a GM tune. It's just like a low level one. It just does media stuff, but I teleported my GM tune just to, like, a random spot in Desolus, and it's just like, look right there, that's a bot, and I couldn't tell. And then, like, they turned on all this stuff, and they're like, yep, I can tell they're using stuff like, point and click to move, certain things with how, like, they reacted to being altered. Like, they reacted in a way that, like, humans wouldn't. So, like, and, like, it was just incredible, like, the lengths they go to get these bots. But oh, Feronia, thanks for hanging out. I mean, if it wasn't for Feronia's elves' big 80s style hair, I don't know where I'd be. Well, as much as I don't want my stream chat to become a bunch of people screaming about which classes should be nerfed or buffed, Seh Von Meh says the obvious solution to OP Paladins is to boost Shamans. I don't think that is the clear solution, but I will say doing anything with Shamans would have been nice. They really didn't do a lot. It was like half-broken racial spells and, like, non-impactful changes, mostly. Bloodlust is nice in the PvE setting. It does add a nice bit of buffing that a shaman can do. But, like, Elemental is, for PvE, before people jump down my throat, for PvE, isn't just as bad of a state as it was before, pretty much. So, they didn't really do much with that. The talents and resto tree are pretty inconsequential outside of maybe Mana Tide. But the rest of them, you really don't need to take a lot. You can just sort of put most of your talent points wherever, and the difference in your healing is pretty much the same. So, There's a lot of things they could have done with shaman better. I'm only saying that because I actually like have a shaman. I talk to a lot of other shamans, and I under no compunctions do I think that elemental shamans in battlegrounds don't just absolutely make electrical scorch marks wherever they go. But yeah. The neuropsyche asks, what happens when you try to talk to the bot? Do they respond or just remain quiet? If I remember correctly, they don't respond. And if they have the technology to know when they've been teleported, like when they've been a bad boy or girl, and when that happens, they immediately log off. They have that in their code, but they don't have full conversations. They don't do anything like that. I think you can get them to do simple like emotes, but nothing too crazy. Let's see. Lobster says thank you, Murog. Can't wait for that. What can't they wait for? Scrimp says gnome paladins, and I've rarely seen a sentence and it's made me more nauseous than that one, but I think that is a bad idea. I mean, few races can make the claim of having access to being a warlock and a paladin. Humans barely make the case, but that's because they're so quote-unquote varied and different. But I don't know. Gnomes don't strike me as the holy roller type. I could be wrong. I mean, maybe you have a different fantasy, and that's fine. You know, especially because my support of RP, like, people should be able to play what they want to play. But I don't know. A gnome paladin kind of feels weird, no? Oh, okay, now I see the comment. Murog is giving us a brand new report. I slipped in my news voice. Murog reports, Torta says she's deleting all pallies. Don't worry. Wow.
The forums.
I just, I must have missed that one. Let's see. In Say Chat, Heyo says Murog is a known scammer. Yeah. Here's the thing. I replied to a text message from her like 11 years ago. Woke up, I've been married. Something happened. I don't know what it was, but yeah, I believe the scammer accusations. Yeah, Scrimps, I'm not even like, I think, so Scrimp says, on a more serious note, I always thought it would be interesting if there was a tinker class that gobs and gnomes can be. Yeah, I think for like expanded lore, I think that makes a lot of sense. I think some of the stuff that Turtle WoW is always going to bump into is like where there isn't established canon for something necessarily, but they want to make something. Because it's like a push and pull between like keeping it true to the original feel of vanilla WoW while still making new content. So I don't think new classes are something we're likely to see on Turtle WoW, and if we do, it won't be for some time. But I would argue that something like, yeah, Tinker would be like interesting. Something that's already in Warcraft 3 lore, like a Shadow Hunter, or like a lot of the stuff that's like in Troll lore, like Witch Doctor or something like that. Because like trolls have mage and have priest, but like that's not exactly a witch, you know. And they have hunter, but that's not exactly a shadow hunter, you know. So there's definitely missing spots in the lore where they could definitely fix it with like another class. But I think maybe the more responsible to the lore way to go about it is what they've already been doing with like shaman, for instance. Those racials, like Tauren have a racial for being a shaman that helps show like the flavor of what it means to be like a Tauren shaman. Same thing with orcs and trolls. So I think if they want to do that, I think they would be best off trying to find an approach where it's like, what class can we add like tinkerer stuff to? And that's just speculation on my part, but I think there's a lot with gnomes and goblins as far as engineering being part of their lore. So that was quite a tangent. Undead Paladin. There are so many. From a lore perspective, there's so many issues with Forsaken, but and not to say like they shouldn't exist. I'm not saying that. It's just weird that they're in any sort of a faction. You could kind of say the same thing for Night Elves, but besides that point, we already have Forsaken that can be priests, and there's plenty of canon lore about Forsaken doing things that they did when they were living. So surely there were some paladins. But the flavor of vanilla WoW is very much the Alliance have paladins, the shaman have shaman. The Horde have shaman. So be a pretty big ask, and it would be a pretty big shakeup. So I don't know if that one's ever coming. Neuropsyche asks, what about the Rune Master class that was thought about during the planning of WoW? Would be cool. I would love to know sort of what lore that draws from. A lot of the stuff they have in the game is like restored old alpha stuff. Like survival is one of those things, right? Like we're on a boat from survival, which was like an idea they scrapped, but was a good idea. I would argue. I think I'd have to know more about like the direction of a rune smith, a rune mancer, or something like that, you know. Let's see. Lobster is getting back to my remarks about getting married to Murag. Yeah, I know. I can't believe it happened to me. Are you going to try Conquest of Azeroth on Ascension? Well, I'm assuming you mean or Ascension WoW when it's full releases.
Conquest of Azeroth is Ascension WoW.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Sorry. Shadow producer Murag just corrected me. Probably not. And not for lack of interest in the content there. Thank you. That's a good question, by the way. Who was that? Meta. So, I mean, you're probably somewhat familiar with my content. You know that community matters a lot to me. And in a new server space, the community is going to be very chaotic and very, very hard to follow. I mean, like from a news perspective, it'll be tons of stuff would be coming out, but I would probably think about, if I tried it, I would probably wait for the community to sort of stabilize a little bit before, if I ever did. I'm pretty unabashedly just about Turtle WoW, but I am aware of the other projects that are going on, and I don't have anything against those projects. I actually like that people keep expanding and pushing the envelope with this space. So, and competition is good too. It helps make all the communities stronger. So yeah. See, warning from space. I want to find the best raiding guilds. In Classic, I would check WCL, but I'm not sure an equivalent exists on Turtle. Is there a WCL Warcraft logs, is what the acronym stands for, by the way. Parallel, or do you have any rec on who are the best guilds? Ah, a thirsty, a sweaty parser is in the chat. We do have something, it is not equivalent, which is to say Warcraft logs is super robust and great. The version we have is janky but kind of functional. What is it called for us?
Legacy players.
Legacy players. Yes. You can look it up. If you look around on the Discord, you can probably find links for it. It'll show you logs of raids, what guilds are doing them, all that kind of stuff. If you're curious, I would probably, I would probably caution, like, if you're here for that, you can definitely find that here, but I would probably say the culture and the feel of the community is a lot more casual. That being said, they're definitely, I mean, like for instance, I'm doing Nax tonight. You can't just phone it in for a lot of Nax. So, like, you know, there definitely are quote unquote tryhards, people that want to quote unquote be in the best guild. But what I would probably say is what's going to matter most for you is oh, hold up, sorry, I'll get to this thought. I see a 17-pounder. That is a tie with my catch. That was Shocker. Awesome, good job. Right now you're in the lead because I'm not going to give myself 10 gold. Shocker's in the lead. Sorry, back to that thought about the best guilds. So probably what's going to matter more, it's an international community, is you're going to want to find where your best, like, time zones are for raiding. Because there's, like, Australia, Oceania, Chinese, Russian, European, East and West Coast American. Then there's also, like, South American, a lot of different languages. So I think probably what's best for you if you're like a new player and looking to, like, okay, I want to get into like a group that's like really trying hard on content, you probably want to look around first in like guild recruitment channels, either in the server or on the Discord server, and find one that kind of fits what you're looking for first. A lot of them don't log their stuff, so looks can be deceiving. But I hope that answered your question. If you're even still listening. Yep, okay. Yes, well, warning from Space says, yes, sir, if I am going to raid, I want to sweat. Good on you. I am not, although it seems like at times I'm anti-sweat, I am more pro-fun. And I've seen too many people get burnt out by trying to sweat and try hard, and then forget the fact that this is a game they should be playing and trying to have fun. I see people lose track of that all the time, and it kills me. So, like, you know, some people like that, and that's good. And if they're having fun, that's great. But man, and I'm sure anyone who's been in really sweaty, try-hard guilds or groups, like, you know, there can be some people that just get burnt out and get really upset, you know, and it's like, it just doesn't feel like a game. So, yeah, I'm not anti-sweat. I'm just, I'm pro-fun as far as those things are concerned. Also, warning from space, if you're still watching. Just want to show you something real quick. This is only for warning from space. No one else look. I'm checking. No one else look. No one else look. I'll know. I'll know. Check this out. Yeah, we're 9 to 9, tier 3. Thunder Fury? Okay. I just want you to drool a little bit, that's all. Just want you to know what it's like. I gotta flex. Wait, where's my... Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. Nothing changed. I'm still the Vrograg you know. I'm still just wearing my fishing outfit. Nothing changed. Alright. Getting back to the chat. Lobster's answering some of my questions about the rune mancers. Runes are usually related to elementals. Okay. Murag made some characterizing statements about Ascension that I would agree with. But I remain open that communities can change. So... we'll see. Neuropsyche says BWG is the best guild. It is the best in some regards. I have to remain neutral, even though I am in BWG. Like, we're not the best Spanish-speaking guild, right? So, we can't be the best at everything. I would probably say, and also if anyone in chat wants to correct me, because I don't know a lot about this space specifically, but I would say Blackwing Guard is definitely the best inclusive guild, in that we don't allow any sort of bigoted, racist, even sometimes like anything that's even like remotely misogynistic. Like, it's just not allowed. So, like, in that regard, I would say BWG is the best. If that's something that's important to you, BWG is definitely a safe space. Because some spaces, like, you know, Turtle WoW can only moderate the public chats. When you get into private chats or discords, they can't really do much about that. So, those kind of things might matter to certain people. So, and again, I don't know what all guild cultures are like, but I would say Blackwing Guard is very good in that respect. Let's see. Going back down. Oh, geez, my boat disappeared? Can I jump? Can I jump to a boat? Oh, I didn't. It's the angle. It's the angle. This was originally my boat. Now I can't get onto it. Alright, let me read more of the chat. So insane. I feel like Tab C and Macro are the sweatier guilds. I mean, yes, I think that's true, but there's also other guilds that aren't those that are also sweaty, I think. Like, I think one of the Russian guilds is pretty sweaty. But again, like, there's some language barriers, so I don't know. Warning from Sace, thanks for the crafter response. I'll stick to applying to guilds who log. That's, yes. Because I guarantee you a guild that log is one that checks logs. So that, yep, you're thinking with all your brain. You must be a parser. I check and compare logs week to week. If groups aren't doing that, I'll probably not sync up. Yeah. Again, like, there are recruitment threads on the Discord, and usually in the guild recruitment threads, if they do raid content, they'll give you like an idea of their schedule. So you can check that out too. And it's no big deal doing a crafted response. There's like sub 50 people here, so you know, we're all relaxing, fishing, having a good time. Let's see. Let's see. I see a lot of people making statements about other guilds. You guys are welcome to feel that way, but let's just make sure we keep the bashing down. That's all. I'm not even disagreeing with a lot of the statements, and I think even some people in those guilds would agree with them. And I probably put a lot of chum in the water for those fish to bite by saying what I did. But, you know, not everyone in every guild is a way that the loudest people in a guild are, is probably the thing I would say about that. Warning from Stacy. It's nice to chill outside of Raid, RP, hang out, relax, but Raid is serious business. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You think I have that 9/9 tier 3 because I was carried? Well, kind of. I to this day, I will say that a lot of Blackwing Guard's progress was on the backs of really good healers. We have very good healers. I think now our gear's caught up and we have good DPS and we have amazing tanks, so it's like, you know. So if anyone was carried, it was us by the healers. Any guilds have loot drama around the time on KT items and trinkets? Hate that. Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be drama around KT loot. I mean, by the time you're there, your guild, your group can do all content pretty much, and a lot of those things are trophy items. The game's still alive, and there's going to be new content coming out, so they're less trophy items, but it's easy to have people get rubbed the wrong way by that stuff. Hopefully, whatever Nax group you do has a loot council that you trust for Nax, because I don't know of a good way to do Nax loot without a trusted loot council. All guilds sucked except my guild, Murog. That's very mean to say.
I put a silly face.
Mm-hmm. Meta says, yeah, usually I just waste away along in Storm when being bored. This is much better. I'm glad that I can bore you in a new and unusual way, Meta. That's what I'm really here for. CMZ's leaving. CMZ's leaving. They're using a teleporter. Looks like. Nope, wormhole. See ya, CMZ. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, EPGP is useful as well. I haven't used it, so I can't speak personally to it, but I've heard good things. Well, yeah, Meta. Of course it's chill. This was a chill and fish stream. Regarding a guild is like still alive. You can be invited to them. And it's just a group of people, essentially. People can make guilds with guild charters in capital cities. And they get certain perks, like their own channel. They can get guild banks on this server. And in general, it's a good way to organize small groups of people to do content. Oh, Chantel, that was a beautiful long strider you had there. I really like that. Everyone, Chantel has 50 fishing skill now. Let me know if you need any lures, Chantrell. Wait, is it Chantel or Chantrell? Chantrell. Okay. I was wrong on both accounts. There we go, Bobby. 285. Let's go. You know, maybe you pass your boy some stone scale eels. Hey, Vrograg, why does every boat you touch and end up with a hole in it? I don't know. I am I did do a test boat before I did stream, so you guys don't know this, but I am 3 for 3 for setting up boats that have holes in them. It is pretty triggering. Good job, Chantrell. Oh my goodness. Sombraloon got a 17-pound catfish. We have 2 people that have gotten a 17-pounder. So we have, I'm going to do the announcement here. Sombraloon and Shocker have both caught 17-pound fish. They are in the running for the 10 goal. Yep, thanks B101. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, yes, Bobby, this one is a little better. It just has the one board missing, which of course, if you look closely, is just the water clipping through, but... No way, Chantrell? What was... Chantrell. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna check this right now. Oh, come on, I can see it in the combat log. I mean, it took us a long time to get another, so I'm seeing if I can see it in the loot where it was caught. I'm not calling you a liar, but I mean that was quick. You have to admit that was quick.
Sombraloon caught theirs around the same time as the other.
Oh, maybe it's something about the day, time of day. All right. So we got 3 people: Chantrell, Sombraloon, and Shocker, all tied. I think you can only be tied. I could be wrong. Oh, hello, world first. I know there's a hole in the bottom of the boat, but you have to go up to the top. Yeah, Bobby, we'll say it's an ice fishing boat. Oh, world first, be nice. Well, that went exactly as I thought it would go. Do we have someone that could res Sombraloon? I could. Yeah, we're not here about fighting. Hold on, I think I have I can put on my. You have to be grouped with them. Heyo. Hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, we got it. We got it good. There it is. Sorry about that, Sombraloon. You know, fortunate for you, we have an Alliance warrior here just sitting in tier 3 with a Thunder Fury ready to defend your honor. Oh, that was nice. As far as any horde, you know, if someone starts getting killed, I can slip into my tier 3 and do rogue things, don't worry. But yeah, this has been super chill. I love when there's flagged Alliance and Horde and they can get along. There's nothing better. Sorry, I got a funny whisper. I won't say who. Whisper said, "Hello, I'm a huge fan. If I walk to you, can I get a screenshot someday?" Yes, you can. If you can find me. Remember, Vrograg is a rogue. He's hard to find. But if you ever find me in the world and you want a screenshot, just say so. And I'll be happy to throw on the talk so we can do a screenshot. I don't even know if they're listening to stream, but I'm still gonna... I'll whisper them back. No, you're good, Bobby. We got it. The Heyo here, rezzed. Oh wow, hey Tanky, you really made that you really made that mage kind of run away with his tail between his legs, huh? Damn. Let's see. I also had I had something over here too I wanted to talk about. Nope, not this one. So, this announcement, well, came out yesterday at 12:02. I don't know if anyone else saw this. Jamie is saying there was a short maintenance to hotfix a few issues. Stability fixes to allow longer uptime. I'm not sure exactly what that means. If anyone knows about server management data stuff, if you could translate exactly what that means, that'd be cool, because I'm not sure what they're getting at when they say that. But nerfing of money loot on some Alterac Valley NPCs. So I thought, if you guys remember my last news report, I thought that had been taken care of with the changing of the Winter Axe trolls. If you guys remember, I reported on that, and I'm like, hey, there's also rumor about these trolls being farmed for gold. But it seems like it's been fixed again. I found that very interesting. Yeah, so I never, again, like I told you guys, I don't really do Battlegrounds, so I never really experienced it. But as I understand it, some people were making a lot of money. And at first, when I read the thing about the rogue tank stuff, I thought it had to do with this. But apparently that is not the case. I'm not gonna say who it was, but a colleague of mine encouraged me to take advantage of the gold farm. To which I said, I have better gold farms, which is true, but I also think it's kind of weird to... I mean, maybe someone who does PvP can speak to this, but it feels weird to go to a battleground to then... like, kill mobs for gold? Is that weird to say? Can someone who does more PvP tell me? Because I really don't know. I genuinely don't know. I know AV's also the ugly duckling, right? It's because it has PvE things in there, but... It was like 2 gold per troll. Were the trolls particularly hard to kill? That is a lot of gold. Assuming they're not elite. So Lobster, are you implying that a lot of Horde people do it in AV? There's a lot of Horde people farming AV for non-honor purposes? Which, if my understanding about AV is that because of server PvP balance, both on population and with the prevalence of overpowered paladins, that there's less Horde players doing AV because they almost always lose, or population or whatever. So Horde can just casually roll up and do it, whereas Alliance have to wait in a queue, so when they finally get in, they actually want to do the thing. Lobster says they were 60, but easily soloable. Okay. If you're Horde and less than 15 in AV, you farm trolls. Huh, okay. Interesting. I'm getting some whispers from unnamed sources, unless you want me to name you. You can get 30 silver per turn when looting dead players. So many people stand AFK and wait for geared players to kill, then just to loot before anyone else, and then go AFK again. There's a few different quick things to farm here also, but yeah. Okay. So it sounds like there's a lot of people in the AV that are not there for the AV experience. Color me surprised. Players found a way to metagame the fun out of a game. Somberloon, I do have a portable auction house, but I don't know if you'll be able to use it. I don't know if it's Can you talk to him? He's a little.
Faction locked.
Oh, it is faction locked. Okay. Well, now there's a creepy goblin looking up your dress, and I apologize for that, Somberloon. I am going to get a picture of it though, because it's hilarious. That goes in the old collection. What a creepy, gross goblin. Alright, he's gone now. I see, a fight might break out here. Chantrell and Gnelf seemingly know each other from before. If you guys are gonna fight, I just want to see a fisticuffs. We've already had real violence here, and Tank here had to get involved. The guy with the Thunder Fury and the Warrior Tier 3. You don't want him to get involved. Oh, Gnelf, who was that? Oh man, the name's escaping me now too. Yeah, he was here for a little bit. He's gonna be, I think, he's gonna be a bartender at the event. I remember that. Which is good. You want dwarves to be your bartenders. Let's see. AF writes, AV is a PvE battleground with PvP only at certain points of interest and objectives mostly. Yet people want to team fight all the time there, which is pretty ineffective stuff for the BG. I'll take your word for it. I mean, I'm not going to say I've never been to AV. I have been in AV, but as someone who doesn't PvP much, I just go there. I'm like, wow, there's a lot of stuff going on. And then I'm just like, all right, I'm done. You know, like, I just wait till it's over. All right, if you guys, all right, I'll officiate. Hold on, I'll do this a bit quicker. Hopefully I can get them to fight over here. I don't want them to rock the boat too much and scare away all the fish. Yes, a fight on solid ground. There it is. No, and there's this guy. He's in newcomers. I'm gonna make sure he doesn't get any ideas. Okay, good. He's just here to cheer. Alright. Looks like Chantrell is at 87% health. Gnelf is at 59. It should be noted that Chantrell does have a level. Make sure it stays clean. Oh boy. I love officiating manlet fights. Well, it's looked pretty clean so far. We're doing a lot of jumping. Okay. I have to emote this, of course. Raises Chantrell's hand in victory. Or Voctory. Oh, you guys actually fought to the death? I thought that was a duel. You guys are animals. Alright, and then you always have to comfort the loser. Hopefully they can work past their differences. Oh, gee. See, this is the kind of emerging gameplay you can't get anywhere else. Where did I get a leaf from? Oh jeez. I think Nelf might have been drinking. He was drinking before at the beginning of. Yeah, he was here at the beginning of the stream and he was drinking. 17. I don't know if Nelf knows this, but that 17-pound catfish might be worth 10 gold. Is Chantrell just gonna give it up? Oh my god, look at this. Truly, we have just watched a real hatchet get buried in real time. It's beautiful. It's probably a bad time to tell Chantrell. I was about to say we're going to figure out who wins the 10 gold, but... Chantrell's pushing it here. You can't make a ganker. You can't make a ganker stop ganking. No, tank. It's okay, it's okay. Hold on. It's okay. They working it out. Yeah. Oh, okay. You used him for intercept, okay. Okay. I'm gonna, let me announce this. I will announce the fishing winner. Please meet at the island. Here we go. Alright, let's see. If you caught a 17... Oh, I can link it, right? Yeah, we can link it. Easy. Please step forward. Alright. Hopefully this works. I'm gonna invite... Alright, time for a little bit more RP. Now you all fished well today. And your fish are so close in weight. So we will determine it by drawing straws. Make them roll. Oh, wow. Congratulations. Oh boy, I am not spelling congratulations right. Congratulations. Nelf on the win. Oh, are you still hardcore? Okay, you're not. And then just finish up with a little hands over the gold. Oh my god, are we about to see the happy ending? Also, was that a stealth druid that wasn't a cat? Okay, anyway, so focus up, focus up. The story is getting deeper here. Tilladon Blackwing, thank you for your warm regards. Oh my god, did Gnelf hand over some or all of the gold to Chantrell? Because Chantrell caught the fish. So it seems like the history here was that way back in the day, Gnelf ganked Chantrell when she was still leveling. And so there was some bad blood. They worked it out after a little scuffle. And now Chantrell is saying when you're going to hit 60. It's too soon. Actually, Nelf told me, I think, it has to do with them wanting to wait for their friend to ding 60. Sorry, I was ignoring stream chat because the soap opera unfolding before me was... Well, that is a dancing murky, isn't it? Was actually quite fascinating. Oh, Nog Saran? Wait a minute. Nog Saran? Isn't that the name of a... I feel... No, yeah, it's Yogg Saran, right? Isn't that in Wrath? Oh, it's crazy. They're just right there. I thought it was a tentacle demon, but it's not. Well, that will conclude stream activities. I wanted to thank everyone who dropped by. Thank you very much. Thanks for asking questions, being an active chat. I will do two things here. One is remind everyone, if you're not subscribed by some chance, remember to subscribe, because I think that helps. Make sure to thumbs up the stream too. I think Drew is saying that's good. So yeah, do that too. If you are interested at all in supporting the network monetarily, I made $10 today. So if you want to buy me more burritos, you can use the link that showed up right there to help me buy more burritos, I guess. If that's something you want to do, don't feel it necessary if you don't want to. But yeah, that's I think that's a good wrapping up point. I'm excited we got some emergent roleplay. Also, before we finish up, I just want to remind everyone too about the let me get this out right. This will be happening in just 2 hours. Just 2 hours from now, we have the Midsummer Festival. I'll do a full read here. On account of the celebration of the middle of this long, hot summer, the Whitestone Trading Company will be hosting a party at a location in the Thousand Needles, which we have previously booked. Couple things to note here, guys. No weapons. Everyone will be unarmed. Keeping dressing formal or cheerful, right? And out-of-character drama is not allowed under any circumstances, so just go there and have a good time. If you are interested, even remotely, in RP, go check it out. See what it's all about. If you already like RP, you're probably going. But either way, this looks like a lot of fun. So definitely give it a thought. Yeah. You'll probably hear from me next by at least this next Tuesday. I have this Monday off, so I might get some extra work done, but I gave you a little preview of some of the stuff I have cooking up for the news. Thank you, everyone, for all your support and encouragement. It's been really fun building like a little niche community within a niche community. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Also, if I do this again next Saturday, I'll really try to like give more than like an hour or two notice. I think I can even give like 24-hour notice before I do streaming. So, but yeah, thanks, and I'll catch you around next time. Any last messages? Chill stream. Yep. Thank you, Channel Lurker. Warning from space. Love you too. Ricardant, as always, thank you. And thank everyone else here. I'll see you next time, guys. Remember, the deadly